It always does something. It always does something stupid as soon as you turn it on. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Can we get some hellos? Where's everybody watching from? Where are you from? Can you hear us? All that stuff. Who's on first? I see 2 people, 3 people. Hey, Jackie, what's going on? How are you? All right, everybody. Today is all about, well, it's going to be about a lot of stuff. Summer Gilliam, my daughter on there. Second, very nice, Summer. All right. Master Spa's sound is great. Lucy, all right, wow. All right. Where's everybody watching from?
The family's all here.
Yeah, the family's all here today. All right, Dallas, excellent, excellent. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so you guys will enjoy this. We got someone here where's he going? He's going to come back up. He'll go up and down the stairs until he's sick of it. So today we're going to talk about, we've got about 5 examples.
And we're hoping that you guys will all share some more.
Yes. So I want to say that, and I'm going to say it a bunch more. If you do something in your swim spa that is weird, and for therapy, or actually hot tubs too, because we're actually going to show both. So if you do something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, we want to see it. We want you to tell us, and we might try it. If it's something that we've never thought of, never heard of, if you've got something good that you do for therapy, we've got a Challenger 15 and a Twilight 7.2 wet, ready to go. We will be in both. Ray, how are you? David, Missouri, that's cool. Richard Markovich, how are you doing, buddy? Miss you, pal. So we're going to show all this stuff and some different things.
Not that we don't love questions, and if you do post them, the questions aren't going to be our priority for this Facebook Live, not to be rude, but we're looking more for comments on like fun and unique ways that you use your hot tub or swim spa for therapy. If you do post a question and we don't get to it today, we will answer it later on, just so that you know that's why we didn't answer it.
But I'm sort of okay if they ask a question about something that we're doing, because we're going to
demonstrate.
We're going to demonstrate some things that maybe you've seen or tried, but maybe you haven't. All right. So let's see. We definitely want to hear where everybody's watching from. We got 28 people on there, and we definitely want to hear some unique things that you do in any product you've got. Fort Myers, Ken Cormack, how you doing, brother? We want to hear if you're using, a certain jet for something, that is PG rated. We want to talk about that. We want to hear that. If you're using, your swim spa jets for something that maybe we didn't think of. Okay, this dog is just going to race around here like the whole time. So anyway, actually we do have some news though, and my mother, I don't know if I wasn't notified that she got on there. My mom is getting a Therapool D. And
so exciting.
It's very exciting, and you're going to see a lot of that. So apparently what happened was, last time we've done some exercise videos and they never really get the traction that the install videos that we do get, but this one did. And I think it was probably the specific knee stuff, the lower body stuff. It wasn't so much about weight loss as it was about health and knee strengthening exercises, which are something that are near and dear to our hearts and something that we're doing. This dog is underneath my leg. He's going to flip me into the swim spa. You got to see this. Yeah, look at it. He's underneath. I'm sitting on the edge. So good traction, and my mother just like, you know what, that's it, get one. So we located a Therapool D in stock, and the pad is done, and we're racing to get this, done. It's still going to take a little while. We've got a lot of work to do. The platform is going to be built. The build out will be to my mother's and my specification, and Gary as well, so that it's really easy to use. We can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be very exciting. Okay, so Chris, what's going on? Knoxville. We're actually going to talk about you guys sleeping in your Trainer 19. So that made the list. All right. So again, anything interesting that you're doing in there that we can openly talk about on here, we want to hear about it. What is this dog? So first thing we're going to do, I've got a list. I'm going to turn this around. All right. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ben.
Camera's on you. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, and this is a great story, and it's a true story, which makes it even better. Ben Hoffman is one of our athletes. That's actually him right there in the corner peeking right there. And it's actually when you're with him in person, that's what he does. He sort of stands behind things and stares at you. It's amazing. He's just awesome that way. If he listens to this, he's going to kill me. So anyway, he's absolutely fantastic. So, oh, look at this. I'm going to interrupt my own thought there. Lori, Mark watching from, I'm assuming that's Riverside, Rhode Island, have lost 30 pounds since starting with our Challenger 15D in May. That is absolutely excellent. That's what we want to hear. Just fantastic. I'm sure you feel just 1,000% better. That is the whole point of this. So anyway, so back to Ben. So Ben had his swim spa for about 30 minutes. Mary and I had been swimming in here, 10 years at this time? And he gets in there for about 10 minutes and he says, these swim jets work awesome for therapy. And I'm sitting there, Mary and I look at each other and, she's sort of looking at me like I'm the dumbest person in the world. Why didn't you think of this 10 years ago? We never did. We just never did it. It's just there was other jets to use, so we never did. So that's what happened. And now the camera. I turned it back on me. And now it's something that's part of the regular, sequence in there, and it works so well. And the jets are so big and so strong. You can't. We have a Challenger 15 here and a Challenger 15 at my house. You couldn't turn it all the way up because it actually will hurt, or at least it will hurt my fragile body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Mary do what I do in there, and this was just one way to use it. Okay, so I have master spas. I'm assuming that's Kayla. I have horrible back problems and have been using the swim spa jets for therapy. Game changer. It is. I know that's Kayla. Kayla, it's. The stupid part about it is that it's legit. And so much of when you start shopping for swim spas, all these companies does this, all these ads. The content's not real. This is real. It works. You have people doing it. And I love to tell people this because you have Kayla. She obviously works at Master Spas. We work for Master Spas. And all of these things, we eat our candy. It's like a candy maker that still eats their candy. They don't, because after a couple of years, they stop. So this is really, really cool, but this is one of them, and we're going to have Mary turn those jets on, and this is what I do. So I have my right SI joint, and my hip is tight, and my left one is also tight, but the other one is just stupid tight. So she's got those jets on, and they look like they're barely on.
Right now. I don't want to get
pushed away? Well, because you're little.
I have it on, in the Challenger, I have Jets one just on the.
Yep.
But it's hitting low back, and
yep.
On me, the bottom jet I'm getting a nice glute massage.
Okay. Keep it clean, Mary.
Well,
keep it clean. Just keep it clean. Just do it. All right, good. So moving on. All right, so what I like to do in there is I'll sit there, turn it on a little higher though, because you can't even see the water moving. We need to see the water move. All right, so I put that low right back right in there, and it's about 10 that's a lot. Don't do that.
That's all.
Put your VSPs on. What is it, your first day? Get back in there. You know what? Just go back there. I'll do it from here. You're fired. All right, I'm going to put this on her there. All right, get out of there. All right, I'll do this. Oh, shush. Okay. Middle jet's coming out?
Yeah.
Okay, is it too much?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so I've got VSP2 on 10.
I'm bracing myself with the bars.
Right, I know. So you guys have to remember Mary is 4'9.5", and if I turn these jets all the way up, it's going to fling her off like a booger off your finger. Okay, so we don't need to do that. So right now I've got VSP2 is on 10. If you have a trainer 15 or a trainer 19 or a trainer 12, it doesn't matter. Just turn the diverter a little bit and get the right desired amount of pressure. Okay, so then from there, I sit there for literally 10 or 15 minutes until I start to feel it loosen up. And I'll just sit there. The water's warm and the massage is great and it feels really, really good. And I'll sit there, and then after a little while, I do a particular stretch. And the stretch is, for me, I'm looking for it to give my back a little pop. It doesn't always. The stretch works regardless of whether or not you get the pop. The pop doesn't necessarily need to be the goal. That's what I do, okay? So, it's not our official position. It's just what Ben does, just like everything else. Okay, so other things that we're going to do in there. See how she's lifting her leg? You can see that? Look at this dog. Look at him. She's putting her IT band in there. So that's her right leg, and her IT band is in that jet. Now the IT bands, unless you're on a foam roller, very, very difficult to do. So she's got those middle two jets are on, and she's running up and down the outside of that leg from your hip to the outside of your knee, and that's where your IT band is. If you don't know where it is, you're welcome to look that up online. IT band is runner's knee. All that stuff is IT band. And it will feel tight in your hip. Sometimes if you're running, if you get an outside burning pain that develops as you're running, that's also probably runner's knee or some type of that. It's very, very common. Anyone who's running in here, some people get it from walking, some people get it from doing nothing. They just get tight as we get older. This will hit them with warm water and jet pressure and massage all at the same time in a way that's not uncomfortable as foam rolling, which is awesome. Okay? So she's going to do that for a few minutes. And I do this, you know, obviously we're not going to do this. I'll sit there for 10 or 15 minutes just on my back, digging in that spot until I do my stretch. And this is all we're looking to do here, okay? So glutes, hips, IT bands, very difficult to get a massage on, very difficult to foam roll, and the swim jets work better than anything I've ever tried. All right, and we've been doing a lot of soft tissue work for the last 10 years. This is the best way to do it, okay? All right, show us the stretch, Mary. I'm gonna shut that pump down so the water gets clear. Okay, so let that water settle down. This dog is sitting on my foot.
So,
Why don't you come a little closer? Look at him. Captain, you are so unattractive. Okay, so knee comes up, opposite arm, and you're looking to twist your back. If you need to take that right hand and put it there you can, and you're looking to twist and stretch. Did you get a little pop?
No, I didn't.
The pop is sort of gratifying. And then you're twisting, stretching your back, and it's going to stretch from your low back all the way up to the, you know, it is a good stretch. And those are the ones, you know, I had a chiropractor tell me years and years ago, if there was one stretch you were going to do that one on the edge of your bed, but it's got nothing on doing it inside the water after getting that massage, okay? So that's it for that one. So that's just one way you can use, and anything you can put in front of those swim jets, you can massage, and it's amazing. It's really, really powerful, really potent. The water temperature is right. What's our water temperature? 93? Yeah, we're at 93 degrees. Temperature of the surface of your skin. It's not a coincidence. Do that. It's going to feel great. You know, a lot of times we used to stretch in here, like regular hamstring stretches. You guys have gone through that before. We're going to do that in the hot tub today because we have both now. Okay, so let's see. I'll turn this back on you. The only other one, so that's the unique way. That was Ben Hoffman's idea to us. I'm sure other people have done it before Ben, but no one ever said anything. So here we are, and now we're saying something. Let me scroll back through here. Michelle, my Twilight 825 has helped my leg pain tremendously. I bet it has. Sean, what's going on from Jacksonville? All right, everybody. Okay, look good. So next. Now, we really can't do it in here, but if you guys recall, when we were at the Hoops in Knoxville, I'm only talking about it, we really can't do it here because we don't have a Trainer 19.
You'll have to get in the dry one.
Oh yeah, let's go, dry off. Cap, come with me. I gotta wait for Mary to get out of there. I literally, this is a gigantic 19-footer right here, I forgot about it. All right, hold on, I'm jumping in. Hold on, you're gonna stare at the ceiling for a minute. Okay, I'm back. So now, he's wondering what's going on. He can't come up and say hi. Mary's drying off. All right, so now I'm gonna stand in the back corner here. So this is our Challenger 19. It's not wet. It's not going to be wet. We don't have enough amperage here. We've got 2 units already running. So what these guys do, right here, they actually take a nap there. They actually sit there and take a nap, both Chris and his wife. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And it's just amazing. The Master Blaster, everybody loves the Master Blaster. Okay, so I will say that having the dual temp will definitely be a little bit easier for some of the therapy end of things because you have the hot tub, you have the ability to do that, and the depth is not as deep. So some of the stretches are actually easier in this, and they would be in a hot tub than they would be in a regular swim spa. As far as doing them, there's always a way to do them, but if you're sitting down, it's a nice, easy way to stretch your hips, stretch your hamstrings. So I'm gonna give this to Mary, and I'll demonstrate how this is done. All right, I turned it away.
All right. Here's Ben demonstrating.
So it's on the arm, right? Like this?
There you go.
Like this.
Cozy.
I could see that. I would do
Yeah.
that. And just takes a rest.
Yeah.
It takes a little nap. 5-minute power nap, 10-minute power nap. It's hilarious, but it's stuck with us as one of those things that you never think of. That's absolutely.
Yep.
She probably comes out there and feels amazing.
Yep.
It's absolutely hilarious.
And Chris says they actually use the Master Blaster to help them like stay floating there, and it also massages their knees.
Yep. Oh, so you just do this.
Stretch out the legs across the Master Blaster, yeah.
That might be better.
Yeah.
That's better.
You look comfortable.
I am comfortable. I could sleep like that with no water.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
Back to Ben.
Well, I gotta hop down, so I don't need to hold that for that. Now we're going to the 7-2. Here, Mary, you gotta.
All right, we're gonna walk over to our Twilight 7.2 over here. And we're gonna show you some different ways that we've heard of people using the jets in here a little differently. Willis, you're just gonna have to contact your local dealer and they can give you pricing on that.
Hey, buddy, I'm going in. Actually, I have something to say. You are very good looking. That's the first thing. Two, we always
So
talk to-
cute.
we always talk to people. You guys looking for a hot tub? Oh, no, I don't like them. If you say that, you're a liar. There's no way you're getting in this. Look at this dog's face covering the screen. There's no way you're getting in, sitting in this lounge. I'm not that often. Before I forgot that. There's no way you're sitting in that lounge and saying, oh, geez, I don't like this. There's no way. That's how the headrest goes back in. So a couple things we're going to talk about today in the 7.2, stretching, the Master Blaster, but specifically what I do most of in here is going to be the lower leg jets in the lounge. So all of you should know the 3 different types of jets in the 7.2 or Twilight. And you can zoom in on those. Deep tissue, gentle, directional, deep tissue, also directional. Spinner jet. Spinner jet feels like a hand pulsating, and the gentle feels like a palm, and the deep tissue feels like a thumb. So what we're going to do, the claim to fame on the Twilight is interchangeable jet therapy. So I'm actually going to pull. Oh, you okay, buddy? I'm going to pull all the jets out, and I'll just switch them. I'm going to rob the deep tissue from everywhere else. And we wanted to do this with the water in it, and we wanted to do it on camera because people always ask when they first look at it, can you do that when the water is in there? Yes, you can. Spinner gentle. I'm not paying any attention to where I'm putting the other ones because we're just probably going to switch them back. But I need one more. No, that's it, right? So now all the lower leg jets, and I'm actually going to turn these jets on and show you what happens in a lounge. And the biggest complaint of a lounge So if you never saw this before, this should be useful information. What do you think? You've seen this before. Okay, so now I've got everything is on. I'm going to put pump 1 on low. Thanks for the kiss. I'm going to turn it over here to the lounge. Okay? I'm going to make sure that all the jets are on the back. And I just put all these jets back in and they're all on. Okay? I'm going to hop in there. Now I'm on. I'm going to turn some of those, hit my back. Everything is directional. So now what I want Mary to do is to put pump 1 on high. I just turned the air on. Okay. So the biggest complaint about a lounge is that some people will float out of there. So I'm pretty dense, so I'm not going to float out of this seat. Okay? Now what I want to show you is something different. Mary, you can turn that back off. If that happens to you, this is what you do. Turn all these back jets off, okay? So now you've got this entire pump is going to the lounge.
Sarah, all of the jets are interchangeable.
As long as it's the same size. Absolutely.
Yep, by size. And in the swim spas as well. In the Trainer 12, most of the jets are the same size and the same type, but you can interchange them if you wanted. They're all removable.
So, I put too much chlorine in here. These are not last one. So, okay, now, all the leg jets are on. So now we're going to turn it on again. All the back jets are turned off now. So if you float, you're going to start by turning the back jets off. Then just rotate them until they close. Now, Mary, turn on pump 1 again. Start with on low. The captain's not going to let you do it. Okay? So now the entire pump is coming out of lower legs. Okay? There it goes. Want to put that on high, Mary? Awesome. So now it is starting to lift me a little bit out. I'm pretty dense here and the body. It's starting to lift me out. So now, if it doesn't lift you out, you're all set here. Do your lower legs, rotate them in and out. Get that massage. You can go up, you can go down, or you can do this. Turn it off again there. There's different stages here, there's different levels. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off the left leg completely. So now that entire pump is coming out of 3 deep tissue jets on the lower leg. Okay? Oh, I missed one. What did I do? I replaced one of the wrong ones. So I'll just turn the other one off. So I'm going to turn off the right leg rather. Off, off, off. Turn on the left leg. Now the entire pump is coming out of 3 small jets on the lounge, lower leg, and I can do this. So don't turn it on yet, Mare. I can take this foot. Can you see that foot?
Yep.
And I'm going to hold it against that filter weir. I've got my head on the headrest, so I'm pinned in. So I'm pushing down that way, not super hard, just enough to brace yourself. And now, can you see my lower leg?
Yep.
I'm going to rotate it just like you were foam rolling it. And remember, those jets are directional. So now I can't be pushed out of it, and it's going to be really, really strong on that leg. All right, Mare, turn that on high, please. Captain helping out. That's still low. There we go. Okay, so now I can rotate that leg in there, which you probably can't.
You can't really see that.
With the jets, but it feels awesome. So that's the highest pressure that I can get. I'm not floating out, and it works perfect. Okay, so that's the whole thing with the Twilights, interchangeable jets, the ability to turn them all up and turn them down, and that is actual therapy. You can pop that jet off now. Got it. I don't have to scream over it. That's the whole claim to fame on the Twilight is being able to interchange those jets. Every jet feels different. You can do that. And honestly, I'll say it, our favorite tub out of all of them is the 8.2, and there's a reason. It has hamstring jets and carpal tunnel jets in the lounge that are just out of this world. We didn't have space in here for an 8-footer to stick out with the cover swing and all that. So, because it's kind of this little nook, and it's just perfect for a 7.2.
Yeah.
So 7.2 is the tub that we always had in the gym back in those days, and it's fantastic. It's tried and true, and it's just amazing. But those couple of jets different in the A2 are pretty awesome. Okay, so now, but that's the whole claim to fame, is the jets can be interchanged. They can be turned up and down, so you have full control. So no matter what your situation is, if that pump just kicked you right out of that seat, no problem. Turn off some of them, get your massage. The number one reason people don't want a lounge is because they say they float in it, or their friend told them that they floated in theirs and it was a waste of space. But the thing is that if you need that lower leg therapy, you also need a good tub, but you need that lounge in order to get that calf jet. Okay, certain tubs you can sit certain ways. 825 has the 4 jets where you walk in. You can sit sideways and get your calves. It works really well, and the jets are super powerful. So there's always a different way to do it, but the lounge, in my opinion, I wouldn't really have a tub without one, but a master, you can turn the jets on and off in such a way that it works really, really well. So what's he up to? Just sniffing around?
Yeah.
Okay. So now is the Master Blaster jet. Okay. Now the Master Blaster jets are just awesome.
Good boy.
Huge jets. So we met the folks in Dallas, and on a 240, they use that for their hips. Okay. And that was a really great idea. Hi, buddy.
Yeah. Christy and Bob.
Yep, Christy and Bob. And you can just put whatever you want in front of that jet. So this is the one for there. So now the foot Master Blaster jets are going to be on. They're so powerful, but if you get the front, all those hip flexors, your hips, and you got to remember your hips and hip flexors and all that, and your glutes and your SI joint is deep embedded in all this muscle tissue. It's really hard to get to. You need a lot of power to get there. This is capable of doing that. All right, that's the whole point of it. It works. Whatever you put in front of it is going to get massaged. There's someone told me there was 14 nozzles in there. I never actually counted them myself. Have you ever actually counted them? Let's count them. 1, 2, 10. It's 14. So there's 14 nozzles in each Master Blaster. I never questioned it. I just said 14 for literally like the last 12 years. And it does have 14 nozzles. It's 80 gallons of water a minute. It's phenomenal. So now I can reach this. So anything you want, you get therapy in front of that. It works great. Okay? Hi, Captain. Go on high. Put your hip in there. Awesome. Hip flexors, anything. Now on the 7.2, you have 2. You can do 2 at the same time if you want to face. I just don't want to face away from the camera. You okay, buddy? It's awesome. I mean, this is stuff that people go to massage therapy to get a massage.
Right.
And it works in all these different ways to do it. In all these jets, it's warm in here. I've seen people that do their calves when it's hot, and they say, well, geez, it's hot, but I'm sweating all day at work, and I get calf cramps. I want to sit in there, but I don't really want to sit in the hot water, but I want the water hot for my therapy. What the heck do I do? Well, sit up on the edge and use the back jets for your calves. It works great. I'd probably use this seat right here in the 7.2.
Yeah.
The jets are super strong, and you can push that whole pump there. Okay? Absolutely fantastic. Think out of the box. Think different ways to use your products. It works really, really well. Okay? All right.
Anybody have anything?
Yeah.
Any ways that you are using your hot tub for therapy that maybe we didn't think of before?
Or, you know what? If it's tried and true, tell us that too.
Yeah.
We want to hear it all. Anything you can come up with. All right?
We know everybody loves that out of water neck and shoulder jet seat for the neck and shoulders.
Doggy. All right. So, next we'll talk about, and I talked about this before, for me, my hips are just abnormally tight. It's probably from years of running and not really stretching. I wish, would love
Crazy
to take
doggy.
You are a weird dog. Getting big. Oh boy. It's a good thing you're good looking if you're going to be on camera all the time, buddy. So, Ultimately, I would want to do yoga all the time. We don't have time. We have enough time training, enough time working, traveling. It's crazy. If I had time, I would like to add yoga. So right now what I do is I use the hot water, use the swim spots, but this is my favorite stretch, and this one is super easy. So especially, and it is easier in a hot tub because of these shapes. You hand me the camera. You need to see this. To give you an idea how big he's getting. What are you doing, Captain? Leave her alone, you weirdo. Oh, that was a big blob of hair on the edge of the tub. Yuck. Gross. Here you go. Okay.
All right.
So, now I'll lean back a little bit and I'll put my ankle on my knee just like I'm relaxing. All right? Then all you need to do, you want to push on this knee down. And now what you're going to find is genders have tight spots that
Oh,
are
geez,
sort
sorry.
of normal for them. Captain, what's wrong with you? Hey, get out of here. So, you're making me lose my track. So with women, you'll get, tight quads. With men, you'll get tight hamstrings. Take a 50-year-old man who's not actively open and ask him to touch his toes with his knees locked straight. Not happening, but most women can do it or get real close. But then, take certain females and have them stretch their quads, and their quads get tight. Men's, spines are going to shorten, their necks are going to round, all that stuff. There's all these normal things. Of course, we're all human, so anything can happen in there, but you see the same patterns. But this one here, so you're going to push that knee down, and you're going to feel that hip, that left hip, start to open up. And you're going to push down, and then to make it worse, better, or worse, however you want to look at it, lift this knee up towards the wall, and it's going to increase that hip stretch on this left hip. And that is terribly uncomfortable right now. And I'm barely stretching, but that's how tight mine are. And I'm sure there's some others out there that are that tight. So this is one, but it's a lot more comfortable. And then I put my right foot on that master blaster, and I can sit here like that in the position, and the warmth of the water is relaxing those muscles, and I'm going to get more stretch. If I sit here for 10 minutes in each position, I'll have a really great stretch done. They would have taken 3 times the amount of time outside after warming up. You're already warm in here, so it's safer, it's better, and more effective. It's not even a matter of opinion. There's just no question about how much greater it is than stretching on dry land. There's no comparison, okay? So that, and then do the other side. Right knee, my right side is my really bad one, and that is just super snug in my right glute and the hip, all snug, tight as hell, okay? So that's my favorite. Next thing, you can always do your hamstrings. All you have to do is put your feet up straight across and try to get to those toes. My hamstrings are loose enough where I can, after a minute, get to my toes pretty comfortably. And that's the goal. You want to be able to do the certain stretches. You want to get to your toes without bending your knees. You want to have, your hips not be so tight. You want your low back loose. All of those things. That mobility going into older, our older years, along with your knee health like we did last time, guys, it's critical. We need to be strong. We need to be flexible. That's it, okay? Maintain youth-like movement. What do you think, Mary?
Excellent.
Do you have anything? Do we have any comments on that? No comments?
No new comments.
Okay. Questions?
Yeah, any questions?
Or is everybody trying to stay dry? There's rain all over the country.
Yeah.
How many people are on there? We hear about 40.
Yeah, we're like down to 30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're busy. People are busy.
Yep.
So, if you have any questions,
Hi, Sue.
hop on there.
Yep.
Give them to us. Specific questions, specific stretching, specific exercise from last time. Anything like that, give us the question. We'll pop on there later. This is like, I know lots of people are just sitting in there having cocktails, and that's awesome because the relaxation and fun is part of life, and we need to do that.
Yeah.
But if you're acquiring these products for the work and that benefit of the rehab and the stretching and the exercise, the capability is far beyond what most of us even normally think about, including us. There are people out there using these in ways that shock us when we hear it, and it's just fantastic to hear. Years ago when Uncle Bob, we were, at the time I owned a gym, and we were contemplating, getting rid of the gym and selling the gym and coming to work with Master all the time. and he said, basically he said, well, you want to bring fitness to your little neck of the woods there, corner of the neck of the woods there. Well, we bring it globally, and that's the whole point. And it really has become just so gigantic. It's fantastic to be part of. Okay. Little news, Monday. Go ahead.
Yep.
Here, give it to me. You talk.
I'm
tired of hearing me.
So we actually don't know all of the details yet, other than Master Spas is going to be on Fox and Friends on this coming Monday morning. And there will be a swim spa on set and some demo swimming, and we would love to have you all join us. That would be awesome. So it's going to be Fox and Friends this Monday, which is September 12th, and we'll have our Master Spa swim spa.
Yep, we'll have
on
a challenger
set.
on set. Someone's going to be swimming. One of the anchors is going to be swimming.
Yeah.
Is our understanding, or maybe one of us. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we don't know the time yet or anything, but I'm sure it'll be.
We know
posted.
nothing.
And but come join us on Fox and Friends.
Actually, we have a comment from Patricia. I'm going to spin this around.
Okay.
Master Blaster is jets are great for plantar fasciitis pain,
Oh, yeah.
no question. And Patricia, you know what I want you to try? If you watch this, do the calves. Very often plantar fasciitis stems from the calves, so this is something that we had to address during Ironman racing all the time. Get your calves in those deep tissue jets and do the Master Blasters, and you'll see a nice little change in there. It's fantastic. Okay, but plantar fasciitis, super common, unfortunately, super common. And once it gets really bad and kind of got its hooks into you, it's hard to get rid of. But do the calves too, and it will help. But I love to hear that. Those things are just, plantar fasciitis is one of those things that lots of people have. People have the beginning of it, don't even understand what it is. They just think my foot hurts. And it's a pain. So no pun intended, as Patricia could attest to. All right, let me make sure. Constance Lux Welton, I can't wait. Yeah, we can't wait either. That's going to be amazing,
Yeah,
Mom.
I'm so excited for you.
Let's see. I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good. Guys, we're out of here. We'll be back in
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Wednesday, September 21st.
Yep. Look at these two knuckleheads. Behave yourself, Captain. Sarah said, Ari, the shoulder jets, we're not a fan of using those for a number of reasons. Do they sell a product that deletes? I can't look at the rest of that because of the
You can
finger
just turn
thing.
the shoulder jets off.
They don't turn all the way off though.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the sound of them. They're loud from the splashing of the water. So if you're just gonna have to do your best, but there's not anything that deletes them and plugs the jets whole that I'm aware of, which is probably what she's talking about. I would just turn them down all the way and do the best you can. Okay, but no product that deletes them that I'm aware of. Yeah. All right, let's see. Master Spas, we're having a major sale, 9/8 to 9/18 is the global sales event. So definitely, if you haven't purchased yet, you want to download that coupon. It's basically a double coupon, and it's a major push to get
upgrade if you already have one.
Oh, get rid of that old thing.
Get your friends to buy one.
Yep, get your friends to buy one.
Now's the time to do it.
Look at this weirdo. Captain, your head is getting big.
So hopefully we will see you guys watching. We won't see you, but hopefully you'll watch us on Monday. Fox and Friends, and we will see you in 2 weeks for our normal Master Spas Facebook Live. And,
Right on.
We'll see you then.
Awesome. Okay, guys.
Have a good night.
Be good.